Those 18 upon whom the tower in Siloam fell, and slew them, think ye that they were sinners above all the men that dwelt in Jerusalem? I tell you, nay. But except ye repent, ye shall all likewise perish. He spake also this parable. A certain man had a fig tree planted in his vineyard, and he came and sought fruit thereon, and found none. Then said he unto the dresser of his vineyard, Behold, these 3 years I come seeking fruit on this fig tree, and find none. Cut it down. Why cumbereth it the ground? And he answering said unto him, Lord, let it alone this year also, till I shall dig about it and done it. And if it bear fruit, well, and if not, then after that you should cut it down. May the Lord add a blessing to the reading of his most holy word. Thank you, Lord. The word's already blessed. Jesus was out preaching to a multitude of people. And as he was preaching, someone ran into him and said, Have you heard the news? And Jesus just waited for them. You know, sometimes people don't give you a chance to answer. They just go, they ask you, have you heard the news? And before you can ask them, what news? They already about to tell you. So this same person said, did you hear about the people that went to worship in the temple? And Pilate and his army came in and murdered them all, and their blood is mingled with the sacrifice. Jesus said to them, and then they began to tell of all the things that they thought the reason why these people were murdered. And I thought about it. You know, that's the same question we ask. Why did it happen to them? Was it their time? Were their sins worse than others? You see, we're always looking for somebody to blame. You've heard these comments before. Well, she wouldn't have gotten mugged if she hadn't been out late at night by herself. You heard that. Well, he wouldn't have got AIDS had he not been sleeping around with everybody. You've heard those things. May have even said those things yourself. You said, serve them right for buying a house they know they couldn't afford, just want to keep up with the Joneses. You see, we always want to find an explanation or an excuse for somebody's tragedy. We say all these things going on with Hurricane Ike and Hannah and Rita and Katrina. All this is happening because God is punishing the United States. We say that. But do we speak for God? No. See, God looks at tragedy with a different eye than we look. We look at it with the human eye. We want to find an excuse for everything that happens because we want to blame. But Jesus answers his question with another question. He says, what about those 18 people that died when the tower of Siloam fell? You think they were bigger sinners than the other people around them? I ask you the same thing today. What about the almost 3,000 people that died on September 11th? You think they were all sinners and they deserved to die? I'm willing to say that in that amount, there were Christians as well as non-Christians. What about the innocent people that died from car bombs and bus bombs every day in Jerusalem? Are they bigger sinners? Do they deserve? Why? Yes. There must be a reason why. What about all those people died in Katrina? Well, sinners? Did God just pull up the computer and found the sinner and found the tragedy to relate to the sinner and click it and say, okay, they're gone? Jesus goes on to say, are you trying to relate sin to a tragedy? Because if so, you're wrong. Because he is saying, if you would look at every tragedy as something personal. When I saw Katrina, let me even back to the tower. When the towers fell, I was devastated. My heart was hurting for all those people. But now that that is over and we remember them by remembering that it can happen, the thing we need to do is not try to find out why God allowed it to happen, but relate it to ourselves that life is precious. Yeah. And in any moment, it will be removed from you. And Jesus said, why are you trying to figure it all out? You repent, because it could happen to you at any moment. Why do we think that some victims are bigger sinners than us? And nothing could be further from the truth. The truth is, all humans, everywhere, are equally sinful. The United States is no more sinful than China. China is no more sinful than Russia. Russia is no more sinful than North Korea. North Korea is no more sinful than Myanmar. And it goes on and on and on. And yet, we want to take our explanations of what happened and make it God. And God said, not so. Because unless you repent, it'll happen to you too. Like your life will be snuffed out, just like you would touch a candle. Snuff it out. Now I know you said, Elder Gore, you are morbid today.
It's true.
God gave it to me.
Yes. It's true.
And see, it is not only that non-Christians need to repent, but Christians need to repent.
Amen.
Because your time is short.
Yes, yes.
It's winding up.
Yes, it is.
It is high time that you wake up.
All right.
Stop playing church. Know that judgment is coming.
All right. Yeah. Around the corner. All right.
Time is short. Then Jesus goes on. And he tells of the parable of the fig tree. You've all heard that.
Yes.
I heard it so many times. But until yesterday, I really knew what it meant for me. And it's something. Here I am, an elder in the church. I know this.